Right, so welcome to my review of my Siemens IQ500 SN26M280GB. The full-size dishwasher with 14 place settings. Right, so this is our daily dishwasher that we have at home, and it's on about 3 to 4 times a week. I've actually got this graded, so this actually does have damage to it, but you can't see it looking straight on. In fact, you have to look down here. Can we see this little push in here? And that's basically what the damage is. You basically can't see it just by looking at it. It's almost impossible to see. But that meant I managed to get this dishwasher far cheaper. The RRP on the Siemens site is $549. I got it for £269, and it comes with that 2-year guarantee. There is a little bit of a problem though, and I'm going to show you in a second. But right now, I'm going to show you the control panel at the top. So I had a choice of either say buying this or the slightly the lower model, which only had 2 buttons here. It didn't look right. Looking at it, this looks all flush, but the 2 options missing on the lower model, it just didn't look right. So I decided to buy this one. So we're going to start off by turning it on over here. And what's nice about this is, unlike other Siemens and Bosch products, this isn't touch button, it's still proper push buttons, so it should work, it does work and responds straight away. We've got 6 wash cycles over here. We have auto 65 to 75. We have a normal cycle at 65 degrees. We have our Eco50, which will just use 7.5 litres per wash cycle. Yeah, that's a very little amount of water. That's less than an actual bucket of water in your sink, and yet you can wash 4 or 5 times as much. We have Intensive Smart at 45 degrees, which washes at a lower temperature, but should get the same results as normal. We have Quick 29, which is done at 45 degrees. It omits the final drying cycle, but you can't have everything. And finally, we have a pre-rinse, but we never use pre-rinse, just for either washing excess salt out once you've refilled it, or just to wash excess food and to keep the plates wet to stop anything setting in. Right, so I'm going to show you these options over here, but first of all we're going to select Eco. So first of all we've got our delay start, and this allows us to go up to 24 hours. We've also got this Vario Speed Plus option, which you notice on the Eco cycle massively drops it to 1 hour 5. If you select Auto, our Vario Speed Plus drops it to 1 hour 30. And there's a good reason why Vario Speed Plus works on this. So basically, how this works is on the Auto, Normal, Intensive, Smart, they'll spray the water, they'll change direction of the water between the top and the middle blade to the lower blade. On Eco, it changes between the lower blade, middle blade and the top, saving even more water. When you select Vario Speed Plus, it operates all 3 at the same time, a bit like an old-fashioned dishwasher. Kiara, move. So you can actually use Vario Speed Plus and have it like an old school dishwasher that just uses loads more water. This uses more water, but it also it saves a lot of time. So in effect, it's up to you how you want it. For us, we just use auto 65 to 75 all the time, and that's it. Right, we also have half loads. So if you're using the bottom right, sorry, just use half load. We have Hygiene Plus, which extends the hot rinse at the end by 20 minutes and up to 70 degrees. So it will kill all bacteria and viruses in sight. This is quite a good option to use. And then finally we have extra dry, which adds on 5 minutes here, but it does actually go up to 20 on the other programs. And what this does will, on the drying cycle, extend it by 20 minutes to hopefully dry plasticware and other hard to dry items that don't normally dry within the normal drying cycle using rinse aid. And finally we can start it over here, and we can even reset it. We have a child lock function over here, and if you go into the menu there are other little options too. So even though the lower model doesn't have extra dry, you can still select extra dry to be applied to all the cycles instead of actually having to select extra dry. You can also go into the menu and turn the auto off feature off, which I've accidentally done on this. And obviously the menu also allows you to change the salt intake and the rinse aid intake. And there's another one as well. I can't remember what it does. So, right, we're going to take a look inside. And when I open it, hear that clipping. Yeah, so because of this bend in it, it does clip and sometimes catch and tries to go around the outside of the side here. That's the only downside of this. And that absolutely stinks of garlic, and a lot of the items are actually wet in here, and that's because our nearly 18-month-old son decided to switch it on. He knows how to switch it on and start the cycle. And all the garlic is down there. I'm not fond of actually putting pre-rinses on. This is one of the reasons when you open it up it actually smells worse than if you just left it in there for a day or so. Anyway, we're pretty loaded up. We have a plastic blade. We have 2 plastic blades which can come out. We have a nice stainless steel cabinet, unlike the plastic ones of the Bosch Classics and stuff. Our rinse aid is down here to refill, and then this is our detergent compartment. We've only got one compartment. It's mainly for tablets, to be honest. And then over in the back there we have our salt, and then we've got an easy to remove filter down there as well. What you will notice is that we've actually not 2 racks, but 3. So we've got our bottom rack mainly for plates, bowls, and pans and stuff. We've got our upper rack for our mugs, and I tend to put all this plasticware in. The plastic tubs I reuse as storage rather than just send them to the landfill. And then up right at the top here, this is our cutlery rack. So it saves space on the bottom rack, and this is where we gain our 2 extra place settings. It's rather good. And what I really love about this is this. It's called varioflex rack, and instead of having 2 positions as normal, you have 3. And the great thing is you don't have to take all this out when you change it. You just simply press the sides and lower it to how you want it. And you can even lower it. Basically, you can lower that by 2 or lower this by 3. And this allows you then to have the lower side. You can have big plates on one side, small plates on the other side on the bottom rack, then have wine glasses on the top rack. And then if you just want to raise it, you just pull it up. There we are. And it clips into place. Right. We're not done filling this up yet, so I'm going to fill this up and then we're going to switch it on. You leave the cat alone. So this is the fullest load I've ever done, to be honest. It doesn't usually get quite as full. Don't really do that much cooking in our house. It tends to be all goes in the freezer stuff straight into the oven, which saves up on the washing up, and was because of how we work, so we can't really cook. But we managed to do some cooking now. Well, me and half did. I don't cook. I can't cook. So anyway, we're going to select auto and start. So the first thing you will notice is how quiet this is when it runs. And this is because of just how much insulation is in there. So we've got lots of insulation to make it quiet. We've got a quiet pump. Can you hear how quiet the pump is? And then we've got even quiet washing. So obviously it only makes it loud when you've got the blade accidentally hitting other items in the dishwasher. Oh. Right, so with the auto off switched off, this will just stay on, and you just manually turn it off here. But auto off not, it does come with this. The old models will not have auto off on, so let's take a look. A little thing I just want to show you as well is down here, you will notice the programs here tell you what it's for. So autos are for pots, pans, plates and cups. Those for pots, pans, plates, bowls and cups. Ecos for pans, plates, cups and glasses. Intensive smarts for pans, plates and cups. And the quick is for plates, cups and glasses. And then over here we have our options actually explained. It's a variable speed, it's up to 66% quicker. Half load, saves water and time. Hygiene plus, using high temperature and extra dries when you load contains plastic, ceramic or other items harder to dry. So we have got plastic in, we will end up with some problems. So, starters, our plasticware is still soaking wet. That's quite expected, so we're just going to stick on to dry on the thing. Very typically, we've still got water on top of the cups, that's very normal. We've now got water on our pan down here, by lots of things. But it is clean. It's still wet on the inside though. Anyway, we're just going to dry the tops off these cups. So that's clean, clean, clean. Oh. That's very unusual, but the other one's clean. It's like the jet just hasn't even dislodged it, so maybe it's in the wrong place, really. But no, it's not. It's just very weird. Maybe it's just in the wrong position on the rack. It should maybe, I don't know, maybe been down here rather than up the top there. Clean. Our garlic crusher is clean, as well as its little thing. Our pizza cutter is clean. Our scissors are clean. Oh, that's that right done. What about our cutlery then? Huh, there's still got some onion on it. That's weird. Clean. Our tupwell is clean, just wet, so it's pretty normal. Glass is clean. We've got a little bit of water on it still, actually. We've got some specks inside there. It's not. Our colander is spotless. Our pan's clean, it's just wet in the inside though. finally clean. There's the actual stainless is actually dry. It's the plastic surround that's still wet. My final thoughts on this dishwasher. Well, that's a bit. It does seem to clean perfectly each time. I've used worse dishwashers than this in the past, including a very old kind of service brand, and the only other thing that the hot point that I had never cleaned properly either. This, on the other hand, does seem to clean spotless 98% of the time. For some bizarre reason, there are bits of onion there that haven't dislodged actually, but the jet is that powerful on the top rack that it has blown that this Tupperware box over actually, so it's quite weird that. What should I give you out of 10 then? Me, 8 out of 10, right? Because it's not perfect, but it does deliver really like almost perfect results every time. But with that drying issue, it may be the tablets, but it could be the dry itself as well. I'm going to try extra dry from now on and program it in so it's always on and see how we go from there. But other than that, I do find it faultless to a point. The other thing I've had problems with is that the bits of plastic have broken off over the years. Quite quickly when I had it, some plastic broke off. Not sure what from, but I don't like this top rack. See how it's held on by these plastic little tabs here? They're just going to break because obviously you're putting stuff on top of there. It might just snap it. In fact, it's only on a little bit there. It's not great. Not a great design. Other than that, it seems to be okay. In fact, actually, I'm going to increase it to 9 out of 10. It just needs its foibles corrected. Other than that, I'm pretty impressed with the fact that auto does only take around 2 hours 15. Other modern machines do take 3 hours nearly for a normal kind of cycle. That's pretty impressive. In fact, you've got Vario Speed Plus to make it even quicker. That's really impressive. Only for a daily 60-minute wash that doesn't dry. You've got that. Normal will dry and auto will dry. Right. Thanks for watching.